Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Shot. Haaland! Goal! Germany!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Marcó en el minuto 4 el dorsal 20.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Vieira.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's a good run down the right. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Thiago has it in a wide position. Thiago delivers.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Yamal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for options for movement. Rafael Varane. And it's Thuram. Pirlo. Now Van Dijk. Thuram. Played over towards the opposite flank. And Van Bronckhorst. Rafael Varane. And it's Pirlo. Del Piero. And here's Haaland. And that's a dangerous ball.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nicely aimed pass. Haaland is herring after that one. And it's Gerrard. He's in a great position here. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Del Piero. Thiago. Vieira.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
And it's Gerrard. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Quick look, then plays it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
And he's picked it up out wide. And they've got a throw. Produces a cross. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for the run. Brilliantly cut out. Thuram is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rui Costa couldn't squeeze it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, important interception. Nedved. Spain do have a chance to counter here. Pull it. Thuram makes the interception.
Spain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Seedorf, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Thiago, he is through here! He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pirlo. And it's Del Piero. And here's Mbappe. That is good strength. Yamal.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Spain unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So, into the second half.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Seedorf, renowned for his long-range shooting, and it's Bellingham. Bellingham makes a move down the right. He's in a good position here, and he's cut it out. Gerrard. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Seedorf. Vieira. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham. A nice touch. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Seedorf. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. Spain are looking to go forward now. Rafael Varane is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Germany are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Gerrard. And here's Yamal. And this is Gerrard. And the shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Gerrard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with it.
And the volley! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vieira.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste. Spain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Out towards the flank. Van Bronckhorst, and a header! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power through a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Germany are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, no joy this time. Spain still have the cards to affect this game. Seedorf. And here's Griezmann. Now there's a fine ball. They want to be quick to it. Could be danger here. And again. It's bounced back off the post. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Thuram. And it's Griezmann. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And here's Griezmann. Probing pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Gerrard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. And it's played in.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Corner number 2 then.
Gerrard, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 6, Seedorf. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, Schneider, el dorsal 18, el dorsal 23.
Oh, that was vital. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into the box. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Seedorf. Oh, easy pickings there. Griezmann. And here's the chance to counter. Great ball if he can get there. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Desailly promptly onto that, and that is that. Schneider. Nice looking ball. Stood up well to him there. It's their second corner of the game. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Confirmation. And there goes the final whistle. Spain were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Spain desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Well, Jim, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Spain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. And this is Hullet. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Marcelo. And he's intervened well there. Cruyff. To Thiago. Tries to pass it through. Bellingham. Bellingham! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rafael Varane. Van Bronckhorst. And it's Cruyff. And here's Haaland. Ainsby. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what a mistake! That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. That's a cute ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Seedorf. And here's Gerrard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's on it, can he get away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, cracking ball. Hullet looking sharp there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Van Bronckhorst is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Van Bronckhorst stood his ground strongly.
Germany really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Well, they can break here. Thuram. Bellingham. Van Dijk is the team's great visionary. That has not gone well. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Not the most convincing of passes. Pirlo. Now Thiago. Rafael Varane. That's Thuram.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rafael Varane. Van Dijk. And it's Van Dijk. To Thuram.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Pirlo. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And here's Hullet.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham, looking understandably energised after his goal. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Spain unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. That gets us going once more.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bellingham. And it's Cruyff. And here's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van Bronckhorst can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Yamal is onto this. Cruyff. And he was quick to react. And here's Haaland. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. He's got away. Bellingham with the delivery.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's there to clear it. Spain have the chance to go the other way. That's been slipped through. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Just eases him off the ball. Spain still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Thuram. He has found the way through. Lovely feet. And here's Hullet. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Van Bronckhorst. Thiago. And that's another good win of the ball. Haaland. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nicely aimed pass. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's clever. Gerrard. And he's cut it out. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pirlo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's good vision.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pirlo. And it's Thiago. And here's Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball. Not a hint of offside here.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
It's their second corner of the game.
El dorsal 11. El dorsal 22. Gerard. El dorsal 6. Sido.
They've played it short.
El dorsal
Now it's
13.
Haaland. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 7. Sneijder. El dorsal 18. El dorsal 23. El dorsal 21.
Oh, it's played into the area.
Se va a realizar un
The
cambio
keeper
de
gets his
jugadores.
hands on it.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Spain could be just about done here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's a sharp little ball here. Schneider.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Schneider. Now he's running away. Schneider showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And the counter is on. That's it! There will be time for no more. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, I hate to sound too harsh, Peter, but that was poor. I mean, devoid of ideas, devoid of guile, devoid of cohesion, and ultimately devoid of any real fight. It just wasn't a great watch.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Spain with the corner, they're first. Deftly away. Marcelo. Gerrard. Pirlo makes the interception. Now it's Haaland. And it's Gerrard. And he was quick to react.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. And! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Pirlo plays it short. Thuram. Chance for a shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. And pull it! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Looking for the run. Gullit receives it in a good position here. Spain are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Thiago is always scanning the pitch for targets. Germany are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. There's the shot! Goal! Spain! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Spain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far...
Decent chance! Now, oh, what has happened here? He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cruyff. Germany are looking to break at pace. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Short changes him with that pass. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Gerrard. And here's Hullet. Can he get it through? Great chance! Cruyff. Pirlo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, that's a big chance! Brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Germany are all square.
You have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Vieira. Well, that pass isn't the best. Thiago. Can he get on the end of this? Pele is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's had it nicked away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's picked his way through. Cruyff quietly revving up. Thiago. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vieira. Gerrard. And here's Yamal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Haaland. Against the crossbar. Nesta is there, and he can get that clear. And that is a little undercooked. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end, but it has to be said neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back on the way then. Seedorf producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Haaland, can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's Seedorf. And he's managed to get free. And Hullet! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Pirlo can clear it away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking here to chip it, chance! He will be livid with himself.
I thought it was a really good break, no shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. He's shifting through the gears here. Cruyff. And it's Thiago. Cruyff. And here's Haaland. Quality ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Van Dijk. Thiago. Thuram. So we've reached the hour mark. And that's aimed into the middle. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Spain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Van Bronckhorst plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Thiago. Pirlo. Pele. And here's Haaland. That's a little off target. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Thiago. Pele. Griezmann.
Pretty robust defending.
Pirlo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Van Bronckhorst did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The most accurate pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Good ball, good touch. Can he finish? And how did he not put that away?
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
So, third corner of the game.
Gerard. El dorsal 6. Sidon.
And the keeper beats it away.
Por el dorsal 18.
And it's played in.
7.
Varane with the clearance.
Un cambio de jugadores.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Griezmann. The ball goes in. Oh, well played, well played. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, that's a key intercept. Spain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And it's Bellingham. Driving forward. Germany disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And they're quick to get it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Pele. He's got away. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Desperate defending required here.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 19.
Tries a shot! Spain are looking to go forward now. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. This is a promising build-up. Just eases him off the ball. He has found the way through. Desai deals with that comfortably. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Donatoni. In early.
Look, there has to be more.
And that's it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Spain can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram.
Oh, good fly! Oh, he's hit the bar! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Seedorf. That's Vieira. And it's Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Marcelo. That's very neat. Now the ball in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Seedorf. Nedved. In early.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Thiago. Both sides exercising caution for now. Pirlo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Not the most accurate pass. Petit. Nedved. And it's Vieira. Cruyff. Germany have a chance to counter-attack. Petit. Nedved. And it's Marcelo. Crosses it in. Oh, important interception.
Spain clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further
Header! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? That is lovely. Hangs one in. And he's there to clear it.
Germany really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Cruyff clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Played it again.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
That has been cut short. Tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Germany have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, good spread. Tries to pass it through. And he whips it in. And a header! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that should get the job done.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vieira. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Cruyff.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And he's gone looking for safety. Looks to the other side. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, that's a... Mbappe! Out of play for a goal kick. Yamal, very much a man of this moment. Nedved picks it up out. Some resolute defending there. Turan. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Spain currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's having a pop! Thiago. He's in a great position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And smartly it's Nedved! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nesta cuts out the pass. Seedorf is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Spain still this single goal behind. It's a good spell of possession, this. Thiago, who does have an assist to his name. Van Bronckhorst with the cross. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 10.
And that's not going to trouble anybody.
Griezmann.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Germany are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that interception was most necessary. Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He leaps for it. No, not the best of headers.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Ibrahimovic. Big chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Punched away. Nedved with the delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Spain are all square. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Spread it left. And here's Cruyff. Quick look, then plays it in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
The two
6.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same
Será
time.
sustituido por el dorsal 18. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Spain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And here's Haaland. Arda Güler. Driven in. Terrific effort! Goal, Germany! And again they hit the front. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
El dorsal 20.
Germany have their lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's Nedved! And that could come back to haunt them.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now. Spain have certainly approached the game in the right way and relentlessly pursuing their equaliser. They've come close on several occasions now, and they may well get it by the time the final whistle goes.
Just 5 minutes left. Nicely aimed pass. Lovely bit of skill.
Germany nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Germany can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Goulet is the team's great visionary. Now it's Haaland. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Van Dijk makes the interception. Pirlo. Played back into the centre. 4 extra minutes added on. Driving on and making good progress. It's anyone's ball now. And we're done. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Spain never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action.
This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
An early chance, their first of the game.
Kimmich has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Shevchenko.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the pass is intercepted.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got...
Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance.
Crosses it in. And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he was alert to it.
Donatoni. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here. One each for now.
That's beautifully weighted.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Donatoni.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains.
And it's Seedorf. Yamal in acres of space out wide. He's picked his way.
Getting up there! Oh, off the bar!
Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Oh, well measured. He's found a way through.
And a chance! And he couldn't finish.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Corner number 2 then.
Nedved with the short one.
Spain really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width.
It's Gerrard! Goal! Morocco! And we have liftoff! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Struck with genuine ferocity. The ball was there at a nice height, and he was able to hit it with great control as well.
Morocco are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Searching pass he's played there. Kimmich.
Spain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That pass has been well intercepted. He's found space here. Albert Ferrer. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. There they go, hunting again.
The ball has bounced loose now.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, super ball.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Morocco are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Good ball, good take. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
No way through. Kimmich. Rijkaard. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
And the Ketelara. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Yamal. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance to deliver. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Spain trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. We're on the move again.
Spain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Seedorf. Vieira. And it's Marcelo. The Ketelara gets a foot in here. Now it's Hullet. Rijkaard cuts it out. Albert Ferrer, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Silvestre. Albert Ferrer. And it's with the keeper. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Shevchenko. Gerrard wants to run onto this. Spain still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Rijkaard. And Silvestre. Silvestre got a long way forward to join the attack. Desai gets across to intercept that. Seedorf. Your impression so far, Jim?
Spain are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Cross flung in towards the middle, and he's cleared it back out. And it's Nedved. Now it's Seedorf.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Nedved. He is through here. And the shot! He's got a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Spain have their third corner. And the keeper beats it away. And he's had it nicked away. He's having a shot! Goal, Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The goal scored for Spain after 74 minutes.
Spain leading now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Spain have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And that's definitely not his best.
Morocco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Out towards the flank. Kimmich. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Albert Ferrer. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Shevchenko. And he's found a... Haaland! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Haaland really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Nedved. Vieira. And it's Nedved. Now it's Donatoni. Well timed, excellent interception.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And here's Ibrahimovic. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
De Ketelare.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Great vision. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gerrard has created one goal already.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And this is Ibrahimovic. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Ibrahimovic is standing over this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. Ibrahimovic! And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And now to
The
all
end
members
of the game.
crowd.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent,
Against
the
Spain.
atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Morocco have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider...
There's the shot! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Howson. Silvestre. Kimmich. De Ketelaere. Albert Ferrer. De Ketelaere. And it's Kimmich. Nesta did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Great chance! And he should have made them pay.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Looking for a runner. Well timed, excellent interception. He shifted it to the flank. Donatoni. Passing is crisp and sharp. The less said about that pass, the better.
Spain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
De Ketelaere. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross into the box. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And now the breakaway. Yamal gets into a good position. Silvestre. Morocco ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And this is Hullet. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now that looks a decent ball. Vieira. Short changes him with that pass. Albert Ferrer.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, delightful ball. And that has been knocked clear. Aimed beyond the defence. Nesta gets over and intercepts. And it's Vieira. That is good alertness. De Ketelaere. Howson. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Ball played for Rijkaard, and it's gone back to the keeper. Silvestre. Donatoni. Kimmich. Yamal. Silvestre. It's Albert Ferrer. De Ketelaere. And here's Hullet.
Spain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Silvestre. Nesta spots it and intercepts. And it's Seedorf. Gerrard. Some resolute defending there. And he goes cross-field. Albert Ferrer. Now Howson. And it's Kimmich. Gerrard. Vieira. Seedorf. He's found a way through.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Spain trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second period is underway.
Spain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Marcelo. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Defending was strong and firm. Kimmich. De Ketelaere.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's Kimmich. And here's De Ketelaere. Oh, that's neat. And it's Kimmich. Tries to pass it through. Delivers the ball. Towering header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? This time, surely! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nedved, renowned for his long-range shooting. Spain still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Stood up well to him there. And it's Gullit. Gerrard. In with the challenge. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Gullit. And it's with the keeper. Silvestre. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Shevchenko. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Gerrard. Can he get onto this? Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. Silvestre. Albert Ferrer. It's Kimmich. That's a good ball out wide. Nedved producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And this is Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but given away. Nicely weighted ball, and takes the shot! And he couldn't finish.
De Ketelaere has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Albert Ferrer. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Howson. Oh no, this does not look good.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Shot could be on.
Spain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Gullit. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kimmich gets a foot in here. Gullit. Knocks it into space. Oh, super ball. Chance, surely! And a neat finish. Spain are all square. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
After 82 minutes is number 6, Seedorf. Substitution for Morocco. Number 3.
So we have movement on both benches. So they have it all to do again.
Number 17.
Spain really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Coming on the field, number 15. William
Turns back
Saliba.
here, probably the best
Number
option.
5, Mateus.
And it's
Number
Gerrard.
7, Bellingham. Number 14.
Can he get on the end of this?
Jisung. Substitution.
Schneider. Pass somewhat off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Got a Tony.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended...